And I have to say, Sen, considering what happened to him early on in this game,
yeah, losing that
he
third,
is kicking ass.
Oh, I know. When you lose that third base so quickly, normally as a Zerg, you're like, well, I guess I lose this game. But Sen is keeping cool. He's expanding more and more. He's running around the map with all of his units right now. In fact, he's doing a little counter attack with these Zerglings. Ooh, gets a cancel on that command center. That's actually a pretty significant move.
All right, just denying that command center. It's all these little things that count. Taking another expansion. Sen looking pretty good. By the way, Sen now maxed out and Select at 156 supply.
How does this kid do it, Tasteless? He has so many ultras right now with 9. He has 7 infestors, a good clutch of about 60 Zerglings, making more ultras and infestors right now, as well as expanding to the top left natural. He's got his gold base up. Oh, wow. It's starting to look like a good game for Sen here, man. He's really playing just so superbly after falling behind early on.
All right. Marines and Marauders now just going to force this expansion to be canceled. No, excuse me. He didn't target fire that down like he should have. And things are starting to look bad for Select. I mean, this is the problem with playing against Sen is, oh, man, so many SCVs.
Oh, it doesn't look like he'll get quite as many as he wanted there.
Yeah.
But it does look like he wants to force a cancel on that again, and does do so.
Yeah,
and he's keeping Select on 3 bases now. Even though Select had 3 bases so quickly, he cannot get a 4th.
Yeah, even though that damage happened, this is the problem with playing against Select. I mean, Sen rather. He is so good in the end game. That is where he's in his element. Similar to Hydra, but Sen is more inclined to occasionally try to end game sooner. Scan, Ultras,
oh my God.
Infestors.
This might be it. Tastes the deciding battle, perhaps. A beautiful fungal growth all over those Marines, and another one over that other group. Does he have enough to actually break through those? Select has a ton of units left over. The Ultralist health is falling, and now he's backing up to the Planetary. It might be time for Sen to turn around.
Well, he just wiped out all the siege tanks and everything else that was coming there from the Terran. Now he's going to be able to take another expansion here, and this is going to just be so easy here for Sen. I mean, it's so difficult to lose to a Terran in this spot.
He's got to be careful, though. These Ultras are low on health. He's trying to get out of there, but the stem of Select taking a few extras out. Sen, though, reinforcing with his Zerglings, deciding to turn around, and he wants a trap. Oh, doesn't quite trap. Beautiful runaway by Select back up to that Planetary Fortress.
So nice. Meanwhile, this expansion has not been started up, but this one is doing just fine. And as you can see right now, the money for Sen, he has 3K in minerals, guys. That's a lot of Zerglings.
Well, we have a funny little thing right here. You guys ever see a bunch of Ultralists burrowed together? Like ostriches.
A lot of potholes, man.
That's right. Marines should fall in those things.
We have a drop over here. Nice.
Whoa.
He canceled
that was
all
like the
those.
Biggest explosion ever.
I know, right?
It's like a nuke hit it or something. Well, Select right now is having a hard time maxing out. He's doing a great job with his multi-pronged harassment, keeping Sen down on bases as well. And as their supplies come closer, even though Sen has been playing almost perfectly here, the game is absolutely not over.
All right, note this. The gold base is about a minute or two away from being mined out. This base is practically mined out as it is. There's only one expansion.
Look at all those SCVs.
Oh, he could fungal these so easily. Oh, man, does he see it? Nice.
Meanwhile, infested.
Very nice. Over here doing so much damage.
And that is actually beautiful.
Paying
if he
attention?
can kill that, that would be amazing, but floating it away, of course, Infested Terran's very slow. Oh, and we do have Select trying to hit Sen's other base. Doesn't quite take it out with just a few Marauders.
Select is so good. Even when he's cornered, he's still pretty scary. And now we have the Ultras coming here to deny this expansion once again. Select is running out of time. The sand is running out of the hourglass. He needs to get this expansion up as soon as humanly possible, or he will starve.
Yeah, he is being starved right out, Tasteless. He's got almost no minerals left. His income is falling down to nothingness. But a beautiful position for Select here with those barracks just really making tiny choke points, and Select cannot... I mean, a huge flank from the bottom, but Select will hold this, it looks like.
It's a lot of infested Terrans, Ultras, and you can see Infestors on the way. It looks like he's managed to push him back inside of his base. Select so preoccupied, he only just now started to use this drop that he was using earlier on here.
Ultras are trying to clean up everything right now, Tasteless, but Select is being unbelievably cost efficient with what he has, using the terrain, using the buildings, using the mobility of medevacs.
As you can see right now, the gold base now officially dried up. Looks like he will get this expansion, but for how long? It's a max out Sen to a Select with 110 supply.
Oh, that is a pretty big deficit. No Marines over there. Not much for that Infestor to actually... Oh, there they are, Tasteless.
Here we go again.
Will we see some Fungals or will we see Infesteds?
Meanwhile, this expansion will go down. A lot more Infesteds coming up here. And if we look over here, excuse me, so much going on in this map. We see another drop coming down here. All of these SCVs gunned down.
That's a lot of infested Terrans coming up for Sen right now. And I think he might get that orbital.
Oh man, the orbital getting lower, 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 lower. Nothing here to save the day. The orbital does go down.
And, well, it looks like, oh my god, we have a huge drop over here.
Oh!
And Medevac's being taken out by fungal growths. Too much action all over the map.
I know, I can barely keep up with this game.
It's actually insane. And Select doing even more drops, Tasteless. Down in the bottom right, I'm sorry, you have no time to rest because Select is everywhere.
Sen right now about to lose this hatchery. It will go down.
And we might end up having neither player mining in a minute here, Tasteless.
Yeah.
It is actually getting that wild right now.
The only thing that Sen has going for him is he has about as big of an army as you can have in the game, while Select has this pretty scrappy setup of a few Marines, Marauders, and Medevacs.
That's right. He has to hold this next base, Tasteless, but there's a lot of Infestors left. They still have some energy. And in fact, there's still those bird Infestors behind Select, so he could get flanked by Fungals and Infested Terrans.
All right, as you guys can see, the attack is out occurring. He spread them out to avoid Fungals.
And this might actually be it, Tasteless. A single Baneling in there as well. And if Select loses this army, loses this expansion, I think the game is going to end.
You know, he does have these medevacs.
Yeah, it looks like he will take out his Infested Terran, former friends, now enemies.
And I guess the game will go on. I thought it was actually going to end there, but well, you know, Select spread so damn well.
There's still 10 Ultras and 12 Infestors on the map with 20 Lings and 5 more Ultras making. So we're actually going to go up to 15 Ultras for Sen. And when he attacks with all those, I mean, I don't care what Select does here. He has 4 Marauders. He has 3 Sea Chinks. He has 13 Marines. That is not enough to kill what Sen has.
All right, this is just too much. I mean, the placement of everything here is beautiful, but I mean, this is where you just bludgeon your opponent.
That is exactly the word for it, and we're about to see that, Tasteless. In fact, some Infestors going over here to throw up some Infested Terrans, no doubt about it. And, oh man, this is going to have to be it. No way is Select going to hold off this attack.
I would say expect GG any second. GG.
Wow. And Sen just destroying another high-level opponent. Moving on in the tournament, he is now in the top 4 of the BlizzCon Invitational.
I cannot believe how well Sen played. And also, actually, let's take a break from that. Select. He lasted on 3 bases. He was basically on 3 bases that entire time. That's really hard to do.
No, his micro was astounding.
Yeah.
It was completely beautiful. But Sen, just, his play was immaculate. He lost that 3rd base oh so quickly. And just, he stayed calm. He came back slowly but surely. He knew what to do, what to cut out, how to come back. He cut out mutas completely.
Yeah.
You don't often see that in Zerg versus Terran. They have a hard time controlling the map. There's no harassment to be done. And that's one big way to come back. But Sen knew that with proper Infestor usage, with proper Lings running around and teching up to Ultras quickly, he would have an army capable of bringing him back into this game.
You know, it's a very good point with the no mutas there. And I think that's why we saw the Medevacs do so much damage. But at the end of the day, there was just this death ball that there was not a lot Select could do against. I mean, that many Ultralisks that it's sort of stockpiled up with Zerglings. I mean, there's not even much micro to it. You just like move forward, surround him, and kill him. And I got to say, I'm really impressed with him in that game.
That is right, Tasteless.
He is not out of the booth yet, but when he is out, I want you guys to make some applause. Looks like
Select right now looks kind of sad.
Well, of course.
Yeah, you know, he wanted to do better at this BlizzCon. Select is training so hard right now in StarCraft 2, and it's showing, man. He is just a complete and total utter monster.
Yeah. Yeah, I look forward to seeing these guys in future games. What a treat it was to cast that TVZ. That was actually, I think, so far, besides the GSL finals of the series we've casted, the best one.
These two that we just did, I am just so happy with, especially this one. It was so close, and
yeah.
Hold on, everybody. Here he comes.
All right, Sen is leaving the booth, so make some noise for the victor. Sen with a well-deserved win. Congratulations, Sen.
Just so good. What a Gosu Zerg, the King Zerg of Taiwan. Still left in this tournament, only 4 people left, and in fact, we should give it up for Select.
Give it up for Select, he's over here as well.
Let's take a quick look at the loser bracket while Sen goes over
Sure.
there. We can take a look at who's left in this tournament right now. There's almost nobody. And there you have it. It's going to be Nanawa against Sen in the loser bracket semifinal. Absolutely a wild match. I cannot.
I don't know who's going to win that either. I mean, I want to say Sen again, but then again, I also saw just how well, Naniwa played in that last PVC, so I don't know. As you can see here, we are almost done with this tournament. We're almost out of games to cast.
Right,
which sort of sucks, but it's kind of exciting.
I know.
Some more games.
It's awesome and terrible all at the same time. Well, we're going to throw over to the side stage with JP McDaniel. He is going to go ahead and give Sen an interview, so let's give it over to him.
All right, guys, what's up? I'm joined right now by Sen. You just took out Select on stage, and I want to know, what did you change after Game 2 when Select beat you to really defeat him in Game 3?
你第2场被打败，那第3场你有改变打法吗？怎么打败他的？
其实就是我知道他的很多风格就是空投嘛，然后我就尽量去针对，就是想用橄榄虫和大量提手，就升攻棒，可能会比较好防守他的空投，然后再转雷兽。
I know that Slayer you use a lot of drops, so you use a counter attack with the Infestor and a lot of Ultra Links.
Move this way a little bit. So you're going to be going up against Naniwa next. He's just destroying this tournament. How do you think that match is going to go?
I lost to Naniwa on winner bracket, so I think I didn't play my best, but this is I got another chance to show my MVP, so I try to play my best this time.
And last but not least, you're here representing Taiwan. What does it mean for you to play in front of all these people and represent your home country?
就是你代表台湾嘛，那对你的粉丝来讲的话，那你对这些对这些玩家的话，那你代表台湾有什么样子的意义？
Actually, I am very happy to get good record outside of Taiwan, so it's always nice to, yeah.
All right, and do you have anything to say to all your fans out here in the crowd?
Hey, thank you so much, guys.
Give a cheer, guys, for Sen. He's going to be going up against Naniwa, of course. But coming up next, guys, we have the match, probably the best match of the tournament. It's going to be IM Nesty going up against IM MVP in the winners bracket finals. That is going to be a ton of fun. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with that match.